Hello, I have a thrift haul roundup for you today. I have a recap of the items I found at 5 different stores around the Southern California area. Found some fantastic home decor, some fantastic things for Christmas. So let's get into it. If you're new here, my name is Susan McDonald with Susan Jane Style, and I help people decorate and live stylishly by sourcing and styling vintage and pre-owned home decor. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. Okay, first stop is down in Long Beach. I visited the Salvation Army, and I have footage of me shopping in at Salvation Army, so check that out. And then I had some camera issues, so I wasn't able to film at the other stores. One of my most favorite things that I got right off the bat at Salvation Army was this leather wrapped mirror. I'm going to drop in some photos. It is sensational. Actually, there was a pair of those, but the second mirror was missing some studs, whatnot, and I was not able to, I just was like, oh God, I don't want the project of having to replace those. So I only got the one, and I thought it'd be great for people that are into their horses at my mart. So I picked that up. A few days later, I sourced a pair of pony hair lumbar pillows. So I picked those up. They were kind of expensive, $45 each, but I thought that that would make a fantastic vignette for my booth, having the leather wrapped mirror, the cowhide pillows, and then also I had this little miniature piece of art with a horse on it. So love that. My next item is this beautiful, look at this lantern. I think this was, okay, this was $9. I looked online. These go for, I think, around $95, $100. So this was in good shape. The handle is working well. So this will definitely go in my shop. You put one of those remote, faux lit candle things in here. The next item that I got, which I'm excited about, this is a vintage chip and dip. Oh, this is by Winsome Wood. This has a tag on it from Mervyn's, if you guys remember Mervyn's, if you live in California. So it's a nice chip and dip. It was a little expensive. It was $9, but it looks brand new, and I think this is going to go in my gift bin. I have a few chip and dips in my shop, and they haven't really been selling, so I'm going to put this in my gift bin. Made of wood, you have a pull-out little ceramic white dish. It's very, very well done. I think very timeless, and will make a good gift for someone on my Christmas list. My next item from Goodwill, this was $1.99. I couldn't resist. Now, I haven't been selling Asian pieces so well in my shop, so I was a little hesitant, but it was very pretty, and I like the colors. It's a good size catch-all bowl, so I thought for $1.99, I could not go wrong. So I love this. I love the colors, and I actually, you can see in the photos I'm going to drop in, I styled this for Christmas time because the colors made it up really nicely to another item, which I'll get to in a few minutes. This was $2.99, this little napkin basket. I've had 2 of these already, and they fly out the door at my booth. So cute little wicker basket, again, $3 on this, great shape, and I think just a really fun little usable wicker item. I was very excited when I found this piece, this beautiful tray. And this is by Raymond Waits, a very good name. I found this tray online, selling for or listed around $70. This was, I think this was $7 at Salvation Army. It appears to be in excellent shape, no chips, no cracks. And I really love the pomegranate and grape detail. Very autumnal, great piece, and should get a good price. And then I found a really cute little melamine tray. I really love the artwork on this. Just kind of soft and pale blues, lots of fresh, looks like, whites. So very pretty colors, beachy kind of vibes to me. I did pay $5 for this. Made in Italy. Okay, that's another reason I got it. So I did pay $5, made in Italy, and just a really great size for a melamine tray. If you've been watching me for a while, you guys know I love gift wrap. So I did check out the Christmas section, and I was very taken by this gift wrap with the package, little mini packages. So, so cute. Look at that. I love it. And there's a lot on this roll. Look at how much is on this roll. And I also liked this one with the plaid, nice classic plaid. And I thought, okay, these are really good together. So obviously I got them both. Okay. So while I was in the Christmas aisle, and I did spend a few minutes there trying to find something cool and really vintagey, but I didn't really find anything, I think, except the wrap. But I finally looked at the end aisle, and on the top shelf, there were 2 of these big boxes, and I was like, what are these? And I lifted one of them up, and it's heavy, and I'm like, what is in these? So it turns out this box, it has I think maybe 5 or 6 nested boxes inside. So what I would do with these is, and you'll see in my photos, stack them and make a couple of towers. So I'm going to be selling these, holding these until Christmas time for my booth, and I'm going to stack them vertically. So I'll have these as towers. I hope they sell as painted. I'm a little worried because they are a little bit kind of 80s colors, but my good friend said, you know what, just try to sell them as is, and then if they don't sell, then maybe you can try doing some repainting or something. But I've never seen these before, and I think they'll be very splashy for my booth. I paid, these were half off, nobody wanted these, so I think I paid $8.25 a piece or $8.50 for each of these boxes. So I think that's a great deal for a lot of splashy visual impact for my booth. Okay, one more thing I did find in the Christmas aisle at Salvation Army, a roll of ribbon. I thought this was really cute. Look at these birds with branches, and there's some wire in this ribbon too. And this was half off. So this was $1.50 for the whole roll. And you can see there's quite a bit on there. So excited about this for Christmas time. My next stop was over at St. Vincent de Paul, and I found these amazing. Look at these. These are Kate Spade. I think it's called the Blvd wine glasses, and they of course are signed by Kate Spade from Lenox. They had a license with Lenox Crystal. I got a set of 4 of these. They were $5 each. They were not cheap, but when I do see Kate Spade, I do like to pick it up if it's an affordable price. So I got 4 of these for $5. I went to their Christmas section. Everything was very, very well priced. So I got all these boxes of ornaments for $1 a piece. So I got red, I got white, and let's see, I got green, and then another box of red. Again, $1 a piece. I'll be putting these aside for my Christmas stash. I may do crafting with these, but I thought these $4 for 4 boxes was a fantastic buy. One of the best things I got at the St. Vincent de Paul shop, I can't even hold those up here, so I'm going to drop in photos. So I found a pair of, maybe they're 3 feet, 40 inches high, a pair of beautiful vertical trees in little metal containers, decorated for Christmas with lights. They were $25 each. I paid, they were 25% off, so I think I paid like $17.50 each. This is another item I'm going to stash for my Christmas decor for my booth. I think they will be sensational. I love maximizing vertical lines and using, taking advantage of items that draw the eye up and have a nice impact without taking up a lot of horizontal space. So I love these, and I'm excited to use these at Christmas time. I picked up this pillow. This has kind of an interesting eat-cat pattern to it. I have seen this on Wayfair, so this is going to go in the shop as pre-owned. It does have a down feather insert. I paid $7 for this, and I have seen these online for $70. So I will definitely be putting this in my booth, and I think it's really good colors, interesting pattern, and I love it when I found a down fill insert. I love this vase. Look at this burlwood vase. So incredibly beautiful. A beautiful silhouette. You can see it's wood all the way through. Very, very nice. I paid $30 for this, but I just thought it's so interesting. I don't recall ever seeing anything like this before. I thought it's interesting. It's pretty. It's got a really great texture. So I don't know. I might keep it. I will likely put it in the booth. I do think it's a great piece. And, you know, I think that's a great decorating kind of item. I picked up this little catch-all. Look at this like lattice pattern. Very, very pretty. And I love that kind of matte chalky white. Just a nice little catch-all bowl. It's signed on the back in Narco, which I think is late 50s, 1960s. I think I paid $3 for this. I did pick up something else to decorate my booth at Christmas time. I'm going to have to drop in a photo, but it's actually 2 strings with all these letters. 2 strings. One string says Merry, M-E-R-R-Y, the other Christmas. So you would drape them together. And I'm going to be putting these in my booth. I think I paid $5 for one and $7 for the other. A little bit expensive, so not, I think, a fabulous buy, but it'll be great decorating for my booth come holiday time. My next stop was the Mission Thrift here in the San Fernando Valley, and I picked up this bucket along with 6 double old-fashioned or DOF glasses. Now, I was a little put off at first by that grape pattern because, I mean, let's be honest, I don't know anyone who's going to drink wine out of this kind of a glass. The set is made in Italy. It's marked in Italy. So cute glasses. And I thought, you know what, why not just stage it for Christmas time? And I have to tell you, I did realize in showing this piece or looking at this a few minutes ago, I think there's a hairline crack in the bucket. So such a bummer. I guess I could just tag it and disclose that. It's not that noticeable. I just think people are apprehensive about buying something that already has like some kind of a crack in it. So I'll probably just sell the glasses, but I think they'll be fine and very festive. I styled them for Christmas. You'll see some photos on that. Pop those in, but they are cute. And the whole set was $12. That's why I got it. I'm like, I can't pass this up for $12. A little more glassware. I have a pair of champagne coupes or craft cocktail coupes. Look at this 1970s silhouette on these. This like smoky green color. They're just glass, not crystal. I think it was $2 for the pair, so $1 a piece on these. Great price. Now, this item I'm super excited about because I've never seen this before in a thrift store. I did Google Lens it. I found similar things they sell for like $100. I paid $8 for this. It is a terracotta, I guess a terracotta stone or mold. It just reminds me of a mission. As you guys know, I grew up in Santa Barbara. So this reminds me of the Santa Barbara Mission with the 2 towers. Beautiful piece, great for an entryway for a Southwestern home, on a console table, bookshelf styling. I think it's a really great, interesting piece. And let's see, $8. Did I mention that? $8 on this, so fantastic price. Now I'm moving on to the family thrift store in Goleta. And my first item I got there is a, it's too big to show here in my video, but I'll drop in photos. So I found this, I think it was a towel rack. Maybe a quilt rack. No, I think it's a towel rack. Anyway, so there's 3 graduated height bars. It's chrome, it's lucite, and I wanted something like that for my booth so that I could hang tablecloths, napkins, linens. I'm also going to put some vintage scarves on one of the lower bars. So looking for something like that. It was $10. I thought that was a great price. So I did pick that up again for the booth for a display item. My next item from that store is this pair of candlesticks. Look at these. These were $6 each. So I did pay $12 for the pair. I believe that they're older because look at this felting on the bottom. That's indicative of something that's, more vintage rather than being like a home goods kind of an item. Now, my sister was with me and she thought that they had kind of a bamboo texture look to them. And I do agree. There's a hint of a bamboo in there, but very well done. Nice texture on the base. Very weighty, very solid. So I'm excited to get these in the booth. Next stop was Alpha Thrift in Goleta. Hadn't been there for a couple of years. Their prices have been outrageously expensive, but I thought, okay, let's pop in. And their glassware was actually reasonable. So I got 5 of these. This is by Mikasa. I know the pattern. I have some martinis, I think, in this and some wine glasses. So I got 5 of these for $14. Big, grand iced tea glasses. Iced tea is my favorite drink. That's my go-to beverage. I think I'm going to be keeping these. I have to rotate something else out that is less spectacular. My next item, also we're still at Alpha Thrift, are these I think these are late 1950s glasses. Look at these juicy, gorgeous, summery colors with 4 bands of gold. It was $6 for the set of 4. I thought that was a great price. Now, one thing that they did, and I want to share with you guys, One thing they did, and I'd kind of forgotten to pay attention to that, they had packing tape around the middle, around the gold. Can you even believe that? So of course, when I removed that packing tape, it pulled some of the gold away. I think they're still sellable, but they looked like they were in absolutely perfect condition. But I'm excited because these are summaries and we're just jumping into summer. One more glassware item. I got 8 of these. Look at these gorgeous, smoky Dorothy Thorpe, I think, inspired glasses. These are fantastic. They came with a tray. So I have a tray. It looks like this, with these fleur-de-lis symbols on there. Oops, better that way. Okay, fleur-de-lis. Now, I'm not that excited about the caddy because it's kind of grungy, kind of dirty, but I have to tell you that the whole set, including the caddy, so 8 glasses plus a caddy, I think that was also $14. So a very good deal on those, less than $2 a piece for the glasses, which I'm super excited about. So one other item that I found that was really amazing, I was out thrifting and I couldn't find anything, and I just had to go find something amazing that day. So I went to Goodwill Encino and I saw this very large tray on the bottom shelf. Look at how big this is. And like, what is this? I've never seen it before. Turns out that this brand is Gangzai. Look at that. It's a design company out of Paris, although this particular item, I guess, is made in Sweden. But they are famous for their very fun, imaginative, colorful artwork. So this one is called Giaflore, so I guess giraffes and florals. So I got this one. I got all 4 of these. They're very difficult to find in the US. So I thought, I'm going to get these. They were $14.99 each. So I have the Venus flytrap. I have crock in my soup. And then I have the toucan, and which is, again, very large and very difficult to find. I couldn't find anyone in the US selling these. So I grabbed all of these for about $15 each. And I'm really excited. Let's see if they sell. And that's it. That's my thrift haul roundup for this week. I hope you enjoyed today's haul. Let me know in the comments what your favorite piece was. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. And remember to decorate and live stylishly, and I will see you next time. Bye.